This is it's a ridiculous storm, and it's really hard to quantify how devastating this storm is for our friends in the Grand Bahama and other parts of the Bahamas. It's just slowly, and I mean slowly, drifting westward at a snail's pace. And that's horrible because it's just continuing to pummel the island with heavy rain, heavy wind. And when I say heavy rain and wind, we're talking about 20 inches of rain. We're talking about winds of 165 miles per hour near the center of the storm, and the entire island getting hurricane force winds. Now, here on the East Coast, we're looking at conditions not that bad yet, but as the day progresses and Dorian gets a little bit closer, our friends on the east coast of Florida, West Palm, Jupiter, down toward Boynton Beach, Boca Raton, they're going to start to see tropical storm conditions at least along the coastline. So let's track Dorian. 5 a.m. advisory with 165 mile per hour winds. Again, you're not going to see it moving much, just drifting westward, weakening just a little bit, going from 165 miles per hour down to 160 miles per hour by this afternoon and 150 miles per hour, which would make it a Category 4 storm by 2 a.m. on Tuesday. By any account, a Category 4 storm with 150 mile per hour winds is a catastrophic, devastating storm. This one peaked at 185 miles per hour. So just keep that in perspective. It takes a turn to the north tonight into tomorrow morning, and that's where it is going to determine exactly how close this is to the coastline as far as how much damage the East Coast gets. This is the best guess line, but you can see the margin of error has it moving onshore or further away from shore. This takes us on into Wednesday, Thursday, and we could see yet Thursday afternoon yet another landfall. It's already made 3. We could see a 4th landfall near Wilmington, heading up toward the Carolinas, just on the outer banks as well. So we will keep a close eye on that as well, and then we will mercifully see this moving out to sea, and we will be done with Dorian. Rainfall forecast about 5 to 10 inches of rain along the east coast, again up to 20 inches of rain out over Grand Bahama. The wind forecast, tropical storm conditions. I plotted this for 8 o'clock tonight because that's when conditions will most likely be really deteriorating on the east coast. So tropical storm conditions with up to 65 mile per hour winds possible there. Meanwhile, near the center of the storm, talking about wind speeds over 100 miles per hour. So keep that in mind for our friends in Florida and the Bahamas. Here in the Tennessee Valley, by comparison, not bad at all. 70 degrees by 8 a.m., 86 by noon, 91 by 3 p.m. We'll have a few clouds this afternoon. No rain in the forecast for today. Just hot and humid for your Labor Day. It'll be in the low 90s all week with rain pretty much staying out of the forecast. From the mid to upper 60s in the valley, low 70s right now in Chattanooga, 60 in Murphy. A little bit of fog in some of our higher elevations. Nothing on our Vipercast at all for today. We do need the rainfall. You can see the drought conditions beginning to encroach in the Tennessee Valley. So hopefully we will be able to put some rain in the forecast over the next few days. But this week into the weekend, looking dry and hot. Mostly sunny, hot and humid today. 91 degrees for the high, low 90s in the valley, mid 80s this afternoon in our higher elevations, and just a bit sultry with fair skies tonight as we drop down into the 60s, 70 degrees. Yeah, sultry. And our Storm Alert 7-day forecast going to stay sultry all week long. It's the throw mama from the train word. Low 90s all week into the weekend, 93 on Saturday, 93 Sunday. The average high is 88 degrees, so it is going to be kind of a scorcher, as they say, right on through the week and into the weekend. We need the rain. Can't promise any.